Hey guys, I'm Chef Tom with All Things Barbecue, and today we're taking a page out of Steven Reichland's new cookbook, Project Smoke. We'll be preparing his smoked tri-tip and his 3 Hots horseradish sauce. We have 1 beef tri-tip roast weighing in at about 2.5 pounds. For the rub, we'll be using 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and 1 teaspoon of rosemary. For the horseradish cream sauce, we have 1 cup of heavy cream, a half cup of mayonnaise, a half cup of prepared horseradish, 1 tablespoon of House of Q's Slow Smoked Gold, and 1 teaspoon of Melinda's Triple Extra Hot Habanero Pepper Sauce. So here we have our tri-tip roast, and usually these come pretty cleaned up, but if you find any spots where there's excess fat or some silver skin, like right there, you just want to take that off, because you're just going to be chewing on that later. All right, so now that that's cleaned up nicely, we're gonna go ahead and put together our rub. So we're just gonna combine our salt, pepper, garlic, rosemary, and oregano. Kind of crush up that rosemary a little bit. We're just gonna mix that together and apply our rub. All right, we're just gonna put a little bit of olive oil here on the surface to help bind the rub to the meat. All right, so we're just gonna rub that in there real nice and then flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. All right, let's give this about 5 minutes to set up and then we'll take it out to the smoker. We'll be using the reverse sear technique today, which means we're gonna start by smoking the tri-tip and then we'll finish it over high heat. We're cooking today on a Yoder Smoker's YS640 pellet grill, and we're gonna start out with indirect low heat, 250 degrees. Let's put together our 3 Hots horseradish sauce. What we're gonna do here is start by whipping some heavy whipping cream into soft peaks, just like you're doing whipped cream, but we're not gonna add any other flavorings. All right, now in a separate bowl, we're going to combine our remaining ingredients. Let's start with the mayonnaise. The prepared horseradish. Our mustard sauce. And our hot sauce. We'll give these a whisk. And now we can fold in our whipped cream. So we're just gonna fold in this circular motion to try and not damage that structure of the whipped cream too much. And we're just gonna continue folding until we don't see any more white streaks. All right, now I just wanna give this a taste and we'll see if we need to adjust the seasonings. That's really nice, but I wouldn't mind a little black pepper, some salt in there. All right, that's really nice. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw this in the fridge and let it sit until we're ready to slice into our tri-tip. About 45 minutes into the smoke, go ahead and start checking the meat for the internal temperature. We're shooting for 110 degrees Fahrenheit, at which point we'll remove it from the cooker, cover it loosely with foil, and let it rest while we turn the cooker up to 500 degrees. Now, because we want to finish with direct grilling, we're going to get these grill grates out of the way so we can remove the door from the 2-piece diffuser. And then we'll crank the temperature up to 500 degrees. Replace those grill grates, and once the cooker's nice and hot, we'll finish with a high heat sear. That looks great. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the subscribe button, and you can pick up Project Smoke over at atbbq.com. If you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, you can head over to thesauce.atbbq.com. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.